Yes.
You say that. Say the part where you said before we recorded. Like where the juices be? What
I mean, all the juices marinate. It kind of squeezes into this nice little.
This nigga talking about a turkey.
We were talking about the hole. Was it the black hole?
Time portals and shit like that.
Oh my God! Bye, bro. Let's start this podcast.
Hey, bro, you can. You can get lost in that. You can get lost in that and never get back out. Yep, you can. So that's where the black holes is. They fat bitches coochie.
Gotta be built for that mission.
The black hole is at the fat bitches coochie. That's what we just heard right now. Can we please start this podcast? Please. Okay, let's start it real quick. Okay, because we got a lot to talk about today. Hey, what's up with y'all, man? We here for Black Dads. I am one of your hosts, G. Wade, and to my left,
it is Eric Island, the deacon of sneaking, the pastor of laughter, and to my rizzy right.
Hey, Ikes. Nice to meet y'all. See y'all.
Every time, bro.
There's a reason. I like the reason. It's kind of like esoteric or kind of artistry that is called 4 Black Dads, and it's only 3 because that's usually how it is in Black communities. There's always one dad missing.
He went to go get milk. The other 4 Black Dad, the 4th Black Dad went to go get milk.
And never came back.
Yeah, it's all good. We still love you.
It's all gravy. It's all gravy, man, because there's always people here in the spirit, man. And way I'm looking at it right now, man, we had Thanksgiving and stuff just passed, man, so it's a lot to be thankful about. I mean, I really don't even call it Thanksgiving. I just say that because I know that's what people identify with the particular day. But
you know what's fucked up?
National Eat Day.
Every time somebody said Happy Thanksgiving to me, I said, yes, let's go kill some Indians. And then they was like, hold on. And they looked at me weird. I said, oh, y'all don't know the spirit of Thanksgiving? Quit calling it that. Let's just get together and have a good time. If this is the day we got to get together, this is the day we got to get together.
Hey,
but I'm happy everybody
clap,
here.
Man, I didn't even have a response for that one. So, that's a good clap back, though.
Yeah, we understand what they is. Yeah. I don't respect the holiday, but I respect getting together with my people.
Mm-hmm. Let's go. You can say next time somebody say Happy Thanksgiving, let's go get some blankets with smallpox in it.
That's what oh God! Like, if we go celebrate Thanksgiving, let's celebrate in the natural order that Thanksgiving came about, or let's just stop calling it that shit and get together on this day. I guess I don't know.
A day to be thankful for your people around you.
Yeah, a day to be thankful.
Yeah,
not a day.
Not a day to kill Indians.
That's fucked up.
With which your disease is. That's wild.
That's wild. Let's just take over some shit that don't belong to us.
Yep.
If that's the case.
Ooh, there's a movie out like that too. It's with Leonardo DiCaprio. It's called like something of the blue moon. So it's just like this town, right? Like they rich Indians, Native Americans. I don't know. And Native Americans.
Native folks, people that's
they rich, bro.
This land.
And they got oil on their land, right? And then they send a group of white people in there to like kind of settle on it, but it's already settled. So, but they go, and then when they go in there, all the people mysteriously start dying and shit like that, and people's families start mysteriously dying. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm planning on watching it. I was planning on watching it on Thanksgiving.
But instead, you went to Golden Corral.
Yep, Golden Corral with my kids.
Bye, bro.
Don't go to Golden Corral on Thanksgiving. Don't ever go to Golden Corral.
Thank you.
That's got to
you should not go to Golden Corral.
Yeah, not on that day. Anyway, I go to Golden Corral. I go to Golden Corral.
I like Golden Corral, but when you see, so my kids was there.
I don't like buffets.
Buffets is delicious.
Buffets. I don't like buffets.
Ooh, you ever been to 10 buffets?
No, I mean, I've been to buffets before. Don't get me wrong. I don't like buffets.
How come? Is it the bathrooms?
No, it's just a gluttonous fucking environment, bro. It's like people are just there to like
consume
and continue to eat.
Yep. And so you just watch, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody look different, body shapes is different, everybody. But people are just there to be gluttonous, nigga. It's such a
it's all you can
environment.
Eat. All you can. My daughter's like, so when we gotta stop eating? I'm like, you don't got to. It's all you can eat, baby girl. Keep going. This is the American way. Bro.
Go get more.
I was so perplexed. So I drive into the parking lot, right? The line is out the door and halfway through the parking lot, and we wait in it. because we're Americans. That's what we do. So we waiting in it. My kids have fun. They start having fun, doing their kid stuff. I let them do their things. And then we go in, and then all of a sudden we go in and like 8 people with just those hover around scooters just roll in, bro. They just rolling past us. I'm like, all right, just let it go.
You know where they came from? They came from like a home or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
But there was one young dude though.
They be young living there too. Sometimes
it was like their grandson.
He was in a hover around.
Yeah, he was in a hover around too, just hella big. You see the Michael Jackson? Cartoon movie, little short, where the little big dudes on the scooters? That's what it was, bro.
You are so irritating, bro.
The speed demon one? Yeah, that was what it was like. But so we went in there, we ate or whatever, and then we just go around. My son's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right. And then he went to the bathroom. He's like, Dad. I'm like, yeah. He's like, the whole man's bathroom is out of order, bro. You can't even get in.
Yes.
You couldn't even get in. And then my daughters went to the bathroom and it was like, this is so nasty. Why do people do this to themselves? I'm like, I know. We here doing it, but I'm never going back to, like, I saw my future if I keep eating Golden Corral at Golden Corral.
Yes, that's why you shouldn't go to Golden Corral.
You're right.
Your future is not gonna look. Anybody that constantly eats at Golden Corral, you're not gonna
smell
have
it.
It shouldn't be a constant thing.
You smell your future.
Be a constant thing.
It shouldn't.
But every once in a while, you should go and
it's good. It's some good Southern food, bro.
Enjoy yourself at Golden Corral. I guess. Like you are making a good statement for it. I might go.
And then a lady walked around. She's like, I'm so glad we went here for Thanksgiving. This was the best idea ever. I'm like, no, it was not. Yo, it was. There was some females in there.
They probably ain't got some good cooks at home, so it probably was.
So
the
you was
best
in there with all your kids, and you seen some ass in there that you
Heck yeah, I saw some ass, and they was looking. I was like, hey, trying to eat at my house after this?
You want to eat? You want to leave an all-you-can-eat buffet and come eat at my house after this? Okay.
I heard some fat bitch coochie is delectable.
It is delectable. You are irritating, bro.
I know. I'm sorry.
But no, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I love the holiday, you know what I'm saying? Spirit, I love the holiday energy. You know what I mean? I love getting together with people who, you know what I'm saying? The people who you don't see a lot during the regular, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Most of the time, though, I'm always getting together with my people, if that makes sense. Like, there's always something going on. Like, you know, like, come to the house, let's do something. Let's just vibe. We might play some dominoes, play some cards.
Your family always at your house, huh?
Either at my house or my brother's house or, you know what I'm saying, my sister's house or somebody. We always doing something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I like to make sure that we always, you know what I'm saying, stay tapped in. Yeah.
That's a good way to be.
What'd y'all do for Thanksgiving?
Went to my sister's. We kicked it. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. We're not calling Thanksgiving. We call it Kill Indian Day.
Just shut up.
Keep it historically accurate.
He does not speak for the rest of us. We're not killing any Indians.
I'm not saying we're killing them.
I just say that shit, bro. I say that shit because a lot of times people don't really understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for real.
the behind the scenes of what actually happens or what actually happened in order to make this a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'd rather celebrate so many other things, but we get off work today.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All because white people was like, you know what? I think we found the land that we thought was India, but it's not India. You know what it is? It's actually a whole different place. But we still gonna call these people Indians. And then on this day, we gonna mark as a monumental occasion is the day that we tricked them to all coming to dinner and we fed them good, but then we just murdered a whole bunch of them in the back.
Genocide.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, it's a fucked up reason why we do it. But at the same time, I'm going to I'm still gonna get together with my family.
Right.
Yep. Got to.
Right.
You know?
I think that's one of the things too when we kind of look at it, like over in the theater world and stuff. One of the little, I ain't gonna say trends, it's just something that I see people doing all the time. Before they get ready to announce the show, you know, they'll give homage to the land and all the indigenous
land
people and stuff like. And I'm like, okay, but are you gonna give it back? I mean, like, what does that really mean?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all doing all of this. Oh, we want to acknowledge this, that, and the third. Like, what does that really mean? You know, it's like, okay.
It's all performative, bro. It's performative and slip service, bro. It don't really mean shit at the end of the day. Like, are you letting all the indigenous people in for free?
Right.
Can they come and see the show? You know what I'm saying? Are you giving preference to them when they come in here and they, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything you do, every store, I think, nigga, I don't know. I think they should just store people. You know what I'm saying? If you're indigenous, bro, you should be able to just walk in there and just get what you want.
Yeah, they should. I think they should. I think they should just give you a blanket.
Sure, I think we should be able to get
give you a blanket.
all cotton T-shirts. We should be able to get for free. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to walk into any store and get cotton T-shirts for free.
Oh no, we should be able to do the same thing. We indigenous too.
All that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
All of it.
That's what I'm saying. We from this
socks,
land.
draws. You know what I'm saying?
We was here before white people was here.
I believe that.
Oh God, we was here in America
I don't doubt that at
before
all.
white people was here in America. We didn't all come over here by slavery, bro.
No, because there's have this whole there's this thing in history where who you think was already initiating the trades with the people. We was already Africans was already initiating trades with Native American people that was already here. This land wasn't. It was occupied. It was already people there, and I understand that. Like white people think that they took it. They have this conqueror mentality. I'm the conqueror. This is what I did.
That's
I conquered.
the way history is written.
Yeah, I mean you conquered it, but on all actuality, there was already people living here.
You never discovered anything.
No.
Right.
Not one thing. They never discovered fucking anything.
Right.
They just came over and was like, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna take over right now and I'm gonna start writing about it. And so when people start reading about it, they're gonna be like, this is the beginning. Bitch, the beginning was way before you fucking got here. Like people was already over here. Like the Mali movement, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Timbuktu, you know what I'm saying? Mansa Musa, Mansa Bubakar, they was already moving.
Right.
Here.
Right. Yep.
They was gold and you know what I'm saying? Ships. They was already coming in and out of ports. Man, they was coming, settling and having babies and shit and living and they living a good life and helping build and trading secrets of agriculture and this is how you grow this or this is how you grow this.
Yeah.
And all this, and then white people came and was like, hey, you know what? We see all this great shit. One thing that they don't have is hatred.
Yep, and guns.
Hatred and guns.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's just go take it by force and then we can just take all this shit over. It's fucked up.
That is one thing about our spirit that I see transcend through time is our ability as Black people to have a loving spirit and have the forgiving heart in spite of the atrocities that other groups push upon us. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes in my mad stage, I'll be like, dang, why can't I be more hateful? Why can't I be more, you know what I'm saying?
Not in us, bro.
Don't be, bro. Don't feed into it.
I know, I'm just saying, you know, like on a selfish sometimes days where you be like, I wish I could just be so self-centered and so detached from reality that I just have this entitlement and just be that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's not in me.
Don't do it.
I've been
don't go.
It's not. It's
for a reason.
Not worth
it ain't in you for a reason, bro. Yeah.
So I've been thinking like a lot lately, bro. Like bros about like you guys know my history of masturbation, right?
No, we really don't.
Oh. So I do it a lot.
Nigga. Okay, so
I do it a lot. I do it. But I'm trying to slow it down. But I'm trying to supplement it with something else that's like more effective with me moving forward. So that's why I've been researching time travel. I decided to put the hours into.
So you want to jerk off in 2 different time zones?
Yes. That's what I was gonna get to. Like, I gotta plant kids in the future and in the present.
Nigga, it's hard enough for you to take care of the ones in real life. How you gonna take care of them in 2 different universes?
The one is the future. I'm not taking care of them. They gotta fend for their own.
This is my thing, though. We talk about the future when we go time travel. What about the past, though?
So they have a theory about that. It's called it's kind of like the grandfather paradox, right?
We can always time travel to the future. Just go to sleep, nigga. You gonna wake up in the future.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. You can, and you can also time travel in the future by going on a rocket and going faster than everybody else. Because think about it, the Earth is moving this way, right? If you go and travel
in a circle, and then also this way, so it's moving
Yeah, like at this, right?
Time.
Like
It's spinning like this, but then it's also moving in a circle too at the same time.
Yeah. So think about that. Like people that travel in outer space. Their time and their space is different than ours on the Earth because they're not in the same space that we're in. So therefore, their time is different.
Yeah, but the world is not going to stop because
the world don't stop. But space. They go faster than the world's going. They're going faster than every human being on the Earth because they're going the speed of sound. They're going past the speed of sound. I know it's perplexing, bro. That's why I've been studying about it because it's real perplexing. So like you said, the travel in the past, right? They have a theory that you cannot travel in the past. There's something that's always going to stop you from traveling in the past. Stephen Hawkins has a theory. You can't go in the past because if you go in the past, it would affect so much things right now.
Shout out to the handicapable.
I don't like Stephen Hawkins, but
why not? I like him.
He's deceased now, so
yeah, he's just weird. Like I heard he was just an asshole to everybody.
How else could you be in that man's condition but be a smart asshole?
But he wasn't always like that, right?
No, he wasn't always like that. But if you got to that point, it's like, man, I'm the smartest person on earth, and I've been reduced to this body that can't keep me. I want to get to my alien species that I came from.
He did. My name is Stephen.
Bro,
I mean, you can't help but become a hardened person. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Can you imagine all the punani he was not able to get? How smart he was? Like,
he really wanted to
all the punani is right there, and he can't do nothing with him.
And he could vibrate on it. I'm Stephen. I am a robot.
On that saliva hole under their throat. Who's surfboarding that?
Did you come yet?
I don't think he died. He didn't die a virgin. He didn't die a virgin, bro.
No, it's not.
He couldn't.
He might have some.
His wife said he was unseparable. He was unsufferable. His wife said he was unsufferable to be around. But I can tell.
Stayed.
Because it's Stephen Hawking.
Exactly.
And he got a robot penis, too. No, you don't got the chair, you got a penis.
The thing about it. I just think he probably thought on a different level and a different plane and shit. So a lot of problems that she probably came up to with, he was like, bitch, I'm trying to transverse time and space. And you come over here talking about the grocery list. I don't give a fuck. Put some food in the pan. What are we talking about right now? I got life that I got to deal with.
He said, I'm trying to go back to a time where I had legs, bitch. Where I had his robot voice.
And there's no way I can do it. I can't go back in time and fix this shit. So I got to think about going to sleep in the future. We traveling to the future now.
Hey, bro. It's like, so that's the thing.
To the future. I can travel to the future right now.
I asked people, I mean, you can't. You on mushrooms. You already in the future, bro.
You know what? I just, yeah. I'm 20 seconds before I stop doing shit. Yeah, it happened.
So there's like, so sorry. The grandfather paradox, right?
Yeah.
If you go back in time, right, and kill your grandfather, how was you able to go back in time and kill your grandfather if you killed your grandfather?
Yeah, you don't exist no more.
But
you don't have no pathway here.
But there's also other dimensions too. So if you killed your grandfather in another dimension, then you still exist in this dimension, so you're perfectly fine.
Is that in that dimension?
Yes, in that dimension.
And then that dimension might be infinite, and so then therefore you might always still exist.
Is every dimension infinite though, right?
We don't know because some dimensions could not exist because of what you did in this another dimension. And dimensional travel is a thing that I actually believe because they did this theory, right? How the universe works. Like it's just not in a straight line. It's more like a cone.
Uh-huh.
And you can the person that they have this thing, like the person that created the universe can see every thing at one time because he's seeing it like a telescope. So he's seeing everything all at one time, and time don't exist to him because he's outside of it. That's wild to me, to be outside of time and to see it all at one time. Everything, future, past, present, all at one time.
I've done that in my sleep before.
Here's how I know this is really a good topic for him because he has got the most animated on this particular topic.
Oh no, he loves it.
This is like.
Because I'm trying to discover time travel to get away from my kids.
But you can only travel into the future. So what if you travel into the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't get back. You can never go backwards.
That's also another paradox. They say, but you also have to find. I'm not gonna do it because I'm too. Like me and Eric was talking about that outside. You go into a black hole, right? They say you can also go into a black hole to time travel. But what the fuck? What's in the black hole? What if there's nothing in there? What if you just go into a black hole and you wind up in a fat bitch's pussy and then you gotta crawl your way out of her pussy?
That's not what happens when you go in a black hole.
You don't know that.
Nobody survives a black hole, bro.
But nobody knows. But nobody knows what happens in a black hole because
people do know what happens in a black hole. I can tell you what happens in a black hole.
What?
What happens in a black hole? You had this big ass star, right? That got so old instead of like a supernova and blowing up. and just stardust everywhere. Bro, it got so big that it expanded so much that it collapsed onto itself, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's a black hole in a way where you have all of this big ball of mass that is so strong and so big, and the pull is so strong, but it's a dead star, and everything is collapsed on itself. Yep. So if you go in a black hole, what happens is you ever heard spaghettification?
No.
Okay. What happens is a thing called spaghettification. And I know that sounds stupid. It don't sound
is
like
a real spaghetti word. Thing?
Like I just made up some shit, right? But what happens is as soon as you go into a black hole, whatever goes into that hole is now heavier than whatever is on the outside of it.
Yeah.
And so take this bottle, for instance, right? As soon as the tip of that bottle goes into that black hole, the tip is going to be so much heavier than everything else, and it's going to pull it in. So everything is going to be falling faster than everything that's not there.
But that's
if you go into a black hole, you're just gonna get ripped apart.
But also, that's a theory. But there's also other theories about a black hole. So everything is so much heavier. There's no light in there. So you travel faster because you're going through a black hole. So you could get ripped apart, of course, but you also couldn't. But you also more likely will get ripped apart because you're going faster. Because you go from going this speed to going that speed.
Okay, so check this out. So if you go through the black hole, it rips you apart at such a fast speed. And then when you come out on the other end, what if it puts you back together so fast that you don't realize you just died from being ripped apart?
That's also a theory, too.
Let me rip you apart and let me
reassemble you.
Let me see if you remember it or not.
Dr. Spock and Captain Kirk them been doing for years.
Nigga, that's TV.
But there's also theories behind TV, bro. There's theories behind a lot of things that you see in TV. Because it's not just made up out of nowhere. Oh, no. Me and Eric was talking about Interstellar, and then if you've seen I know it's not real. I know time travel is a hypothesis, but theoretically speaking,
I believe you can travel into the future. You can't travel into the future.
You can travel in time. Mathematically.
Yeah, facts.
I want our audience to know that none of us are astronauts. We only just buy people who just happen to like scientific things. And so we're sharing these facts as black dads today.
Yeah.
I just wanted to stop masturbating.
And so this is why you got on time travel?
Yep.
Because you was like, I need to find something healthy to do other than beat my dick.
I did. And that's what I went down to that.
Here's a good question. Here's what I want to know, because you got 6 kids? Seven kids. Mm-hmm. Where do you find time to jack off with 7 kids?
When they're at school. That's why it was so hard for me when since the teachers are striking right now.
You had to learn something different.
Yep.
You said, you know what? Hey, I don't have a moment by myself.
No.
You don't go to the bathroom and just lock the door? Take a shit, get one off real quick.
Yep, real quick.
Yeah.
Now, so that's why I'm trying to find, trying to figure out time travel if I have more time to masturbate.
Yeah. All right. So now, that's one thing, though. I want to segue with the teachers on strike right now. Right. Who do you blame? I don't blame. One thing I'm going to say, I don't blame the teachers.
Not at all. The districts. I blame the city of Oregon. They're dumb. But I heard the kids go back to school Monday, but I don't know how viable and factual that is.
I mean, I got an email over today saying they haven't come to no conclusion yet. They have one thing left on the table. But with that said,
how much should they make? How much do you think teachers should make?
I don't know. I think they're not making enough, whatever number they come up with even now. At this point in time, I always blame the system because it's always been a systemic issue. There's no way that you can sit here and tell me that we can raise X amount of dollars to send overseas for A, B, and C, and we can't just, come up with $4, $5, $6 million to take care of home base and for our kids' education. All the teachers, every job you have is just like any other job. It's like a bell curve. You're going to have your people that stand out, top excellers. You got your people who really ain't about nothing. And then everybody else kind of somewhere in the middle of being, halfway average or better. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we got some good teachers out there. We got some bad teachers. And we got a lot of teachers that's somewhere in the middle. But they all deserve to have a living wage and be able to prosper and not worry about, I got to come out of my pocket to cover this, or I got a classroom with 35 rambunctious me's, you know what I'm saying, running around, and I'm supposed to try to, so, and then to our effect, with our kids, they're going to be the first ones targeted, you know what I'm saying, in situations of, classroom being too big, people getting left behind or not getting what they need to pass forward. You know what I'm saying? So our kids usually seem to be front line to that type of, action and stuff. So yeah, I want smaller classrooms if it's going to help my kid be able to get what they need to, be better. So I blame the system. Somebody done spent some money where they shouldn't have, created some positions that we didn't need. And, now the kids on the front line don't have what they need.
School board members, the school board members make more than teachers, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah, they don't, a lot of them haven't taught a classroom a day in their fucking life.
Yeah, and you make more than a teacher?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will say this in their defense. I mean, as far as a board is concerned, and this particular board that's coming up, they on an apology tour because they coming into a situation that was created years before. You know what I'm saying? This is like when you kick the can down the road.
Yeah, at the same time, though, you helped perpetuate it when you got in there and you was lazy and you didn't do nothing to fix it. So I don't care about your apologies. Yeah. You didn't do nothing to fix it. You got handed a bag of shit. Okay, cool. You got handed a bag of shit. You ain't do nothing to turn that sugar and that shit into sugar.
Right.
Like you didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least
you didn't
Joe
get rid
Biden.
of the shit. You didn't sift through the shit and say, okay, we can pick this out. We can do whatever it do, and we can fix this, and we can fix this to have less shit. No, what you did was you went down that same path, and now it's just more shit. And so I don't care about your apologies, bro. It ain't that way.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
And teachers literally don't make a livable wage, bro. A lot of them make about 57, 56, you know what I'm saying, $1,000 a year.
And
this climate, it ain't shit, bro.
And then they get a whole summer off. They don't get paid for the summers.
They do get paid for the summer.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, but it comes out of their checking away.
Right.
So like what happened when they're making their regular checks, right? They put certain amount to the side and then through the summer they just get a check, the same check they will be getting as if they was teaching the whole time.
You have some teachers that'll do a contract where they'll say, okay, I'll do a 9-month contract for X amount of dollars, and then that'll free up my 3 months if I want to go and teach summer school or do some other things like that. But then you have some people that'll do it yearly, which
teachers got side hustles, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
every teacher I know got more than one job.
Yeah,
and they
coaches and stuff.
The
private school industry is way better for teachers.
I know teachers that bartend, nigga, during the summer.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Strippers,
I know teachers that sell dope. No, I'm just
that part.
Teachers that sell dope.
If you're a teacher, you might as well sell dope if you want to make a living wage.
Yeah, I know some teachers that got OnlyFans.
I mean,
they bad enough now. Ooh,
they are out there.
Now. I wish my teacher was fine. I wish Miss Stone was fine. Ooh, she would have got this stone. She would have got this stone for
Miss
sure.
Stone does not sound like a fine teacher, bro.
I know she wasn't. I said I wish she was.
Yeah.
So we did want to segue into talking a little bit about our cheering, you know what I'm saying? As we come into this spot, as dads, we have fun. We talk about a lot of different issues and topics, and man, we want to try to keep that part of the show. But we also want to talk some actual factual, man, and get into some stuff from our perspective. Teenagers
are assholes. Fuck teenagers.
Yep, they are.
It's a different breed, this day and age with technology, with all the things that's going on. So all of us have a different background and coming up. A lot of us didn't have a lot coming up. So, we take a lot of things that we have now as blessings and understand the work and the privilege that comes with it. Our kids, not so much. And so
they got Google, bro.
What some challenges you guys are going through or dealing with, or maybe want to just get into?
One of my challenges, so like I got my oldest daughter is 11 years old, and my ex-wife just got her a phone. And I feel like a kid shouldn't have a phone until they're mentally capable of having a phone. I don't think she's not mentally capable of having a phone. She's like, well, we did it with our sons, but I see that the mistakes that was made with my sons, giving them a phone too early. Like my son's in the bathroom.
Yeah. Just because you did it with one don't mean that you can learn from that mistake.
Yeah, I just wanted to like, my whole thing was like, okay, the mistakes were made, and how do I learn from those mistakes? So for me, it's like we talk about kids and their privileges and stuff like that. I had one of those track phones. I had to pay for a minute. Yeah, it's not the same technology, it's not the same era, but also, and then the challenges is like the things that they're learning on there, and how do I make sure that I'm also giving them that time, and I'm talking to them about things that I care about. So, and check and see how they feel about it. So the challenge with a phone is like, They can Google whatever you want. They can Google check you, fact check you, YouTube check you, and be like, nah, Dad, you wrong. Don't you ever tell me I'm wrong, little kid. Google don't know shit about shit.
No, sometimes you be wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
I do.
I know if they prove you wrong, it's okay to be like, okay, thank you, and then have a conversation with them.
But the way I'm talking about the way they do it.
You a bully.
The way they do it, bro.
Why are you such a bully, bro? Don't bully
man. He got to keep that
status quo.
He outman.
Prison nigga.
You gotta keep that whole persona together. Like whatever it is, like he crazy. Let me.
But you can't bully knowledge, nigga. Like
that's true.
No, I don't bully. I teach them.
Okay, thank you for being right. Thank you for learning how to research shit, nigga. On God, but I'll punch in your throat. And I can still win this argument if I really want to, but I don't have to win the argument. Right?
We both learn. That's good.
Yeah, we both learn. You taught me something. You know.
Yeah, I feel that.
I've been through it, man, a couple times. You know what I'm saying? My oldest too, now being up, my oldest just turned, Lord have mercy, 29. You know what I'm saying? Last week.
Boy, girl?
My oldest daughter, yeah. She turned 29, and my son, he'll turn 28 on December 13th.
So they both outside. They in the club, they chilling, they doing everything they want to do.
Houses and
they got their own bit. They doing whatever they want to do.
My son gave me a grandbaby, so you know that's what I'm saying.
You a grandfather?
Yeah, I'm a grandfather.
So we got. It's not 4 black dads. It's 3 black dads and a grandpa.
And a grandpa. And a pawpaw.
Yeah,
and a pawpaw.
3 black dads and a pawpaw.
But going through the teenage years, man, it's different with your boys and with your girls and stuff, man. And, you know, for my daughter coming up, she was very quiet. You know what I'm saying? I would always kind of have to kind of pick to kind of see where her mind was at because she was kind of more of an introvert, you know, coming into high school. She eventually, you know, grew out of that. But initially I was always like, man, you know, I want to know what it is now before you go to college. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how you respond and interact in different situations. So, you know, I didn't encourage her to go out and date, but I was curious to see, you know, what that would look like, you know, in her life. And it was just, she was into her sports. She was into school.
She didn't care about it.
She didn't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I got blessed and fortunate in that aspect. Because I would be listening to the other parents when I'm at the, you know, practices or whatever, and like, this other one doing this and that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I ain't have to go through all that, you know what I'm saying? So, but I always try to keep that even keel and give the same advice of, you know what I'm saying? You know, be able to talk to them, be able to reach out, find them where they at, you know what I'm saying? Because the more you bark, it's like anything, like, kids tune you out. You know, we tuned our parents out. You know, if they kept giving us that same thing, you'd be like, I know, you know what I'm saying? But I got to do it this way, you know what I'm saying? Because we bulls, you know what I'm saying? That's how we move as men and stuff. So for our girls, a little different because we always want to try to protect them from any and everything. We don't want them to get caught up in the sauce or nothing. But, you know, they test you, man. It's like, and I know this youngest one that I got is a preteen. And she's getting to that point now where it's like, you're doing stuff that 8, I really don't under 11. I mean, she's 10. She'll be 11 in a couple months. But she getting to that stage where I'm seeing like, okay, you gonna be the one.
Yeah. I got a 13-year-old daughter can't wait to date. She, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Regardless of whatever it is, she want to date. It might be girls, might be boys, whoever. She just want to be outside. She's very outgoing in relationships. You know what I'm saying? She's a very relationship type of person. She just wants to build and grow in that way. And a lot of times she just don't pick the best options of going about that type of shit.
Right.
And I'll be ready to choke the shit out of her.
No, I feel that. I was talking about my kids about this, right? And this is my little kids, my 5-year-old and 7-year-old. It's like, we got boyfriend right now. I'm like, no, y'all little niggas don't got no boyfriend. Like, y'all don't got, what's the age for y'all to like, me, when I'm dead, you can have a boyfriend all day. Have one. But I don't want to be alive.
This is the thing. I tell them, you can have friends, right? It doesn't have to be that type of relationship. Y'all are kids, nigga. You know how many people you gonna meet in life and how many different transitions. And I want y'all to jump off the porch and go do a whole bunch of other shit. So you gonna meet a whole bunch of people throughout your lifespan.
Right.
They don't have to be boyfriend. They don't have to be girlfriend. They don't have to be none of that type of shit where you have to put a label on. They just friends.
Yeah.
But we have to look at our upbringing and what we see in right now. You know, just through the technology and everything, there's more saturation in media and other outlets for them to see those type of relationships being portrayed in the cartoons and the movies that we take them to see. You know, the little troll trying to get with that troll, and you know what I'm saying. And, you know, it's you know, you Robloxing, you animating on the YouTube, and you know, this anime character, we looking kind of hot. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
he
out
be
there.
like, hey, you know, what type of visuals are we putting in our kids' heads? So the fact that this generation that we dealing with of kids, you know, they're more saturated with that type of, you know, stimulation than we were coming up.
Let me ask you a question. Is it okay to whoop a 13-year-old with to whoop him?
I mean,
like just whoop him, give him a whooping.
Yeah, I think like you should within reason. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think there should be levels of progression, just like we do in the workforce. You know what I'm saying? Levels of fits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can talk to you only so much. But then at some point, if you're jeopardizing your health or your livelihood to this and that family, you're jeopardizing the unit. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to take another measure that I normally wouldn't do because this didn't work. And so now that didn't work. But then you're still repeating. So I got to get your attention here, because here's the one thing that we do know. The popos will get your attention, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't there, you know what I'm saying? And they may not be as lenient as I've been all this time. So I got to let you know there's a consequence for you just saying, fuck it, I'm going to do what I want to do.
I think it's a good thing when kids have a healthy fear of their parents, of like, when they out there and people are offering them shit and say, hey, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And then they're like, I ain't doing that shit. And my daddy killed me.
Yeah.
My mama killed me.
Right. Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Keep them in trouble.
And sometimes you have to use violence in order to do that.
No, you're right. That's what the white people taught us, at least.
You have, I mean,
they want to be the ones to do it.
Yeah,
that's the only reason that
exactly. They don't want you to. They don't want you to have control over none of your kids.
I blame white women, bro. I do. I blame white women for the way this shit is. Because if one of my kids go to school and they talk to some white lady who was like, oh my God, your dad hit you? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I gave her a whooping. She 13, cool. And now it's the whole thing. And so I tell my kids like this, look, I know, yeah, she might be 13, whatever it is. You go to the school and tell them people, and they come over here talking about they want to take you, they can have you.
That's all.
You be begging to come back.
Nigga.
Begging to come back.
Yeah. You want to be in their system? Go be in their system, because that's where you headed. If you don't get these ass whoopings, you headed to their system anyway.
Lance got set like that too.
Be smart enough to not get in their system, or be smart enough to navigate their system if you put yourself in there.
But yeah, and it's also when kids got the technology quicker than we did, they feel like they know more than us because they know through that lens of technology when they don't know the lens of experience.
They dumb as shit.
They is. I was like, you don't know. I tell my kids all the time, you don't know as much as me. I'm 36 years old. You're 9. There's no way in heck. It's like, I know more than you, Dad. I'm like, I'll whoop you a little.
You can Google shit that I couldn't Google. That's what the reason why I know more than you is because I didn't have the access to easy information. All the information I know, I actually had to get.
Right.
But because you had the experience.
Yeah.
It'd be like this, right? It'd be like Jesus Googling how to be Jesus, right? Like, oh, you can Google it, but you don't got the same experiences you walking in as being Jesus. You being Jesus walking as Jesus.
If Jesus had a smartphone, what would his
how
Google
to turn water
be?
into wine.
If Jesus had a smartphone, that nigga be jacking off like you.
That's
Look
why
at all these titties.
That's why God made him. That's why God made him in the time He made him in.
The 10 best clouds to visit on vacation.
We got Jesuses that still walk on this earth right now, bro. They out here.
I was telling him about my new little show, my little fetish, man. It's paranormal caught on camera. You can find it on the Travel Channel. It's a
people that be fucking ghosts.
No,
that's what that sound like. Paranormal caught on camera. You said it's a fetish show, my nigga.
No, I said it's my new fetish. It's my new little thing. I'm fascinated with.
Every time I hear the word fetish, I think about
chains and bonds and.
No, I just think about sex. Like a fetish is something that
okay, maybe it was a poor choice of words.
It's connected to like fucking. It connected to getting busting a nut.
Okay, well, I'm not jacking off to it like this guy.
This nigga jacking off the ghost.
This guy.
This ghost pussy. This some thick ass ghost out there.
Look at Casper over there.
I'm just saying, it's some creepy stuff.
Bitch. Look at her
in the world, unexplainable. But no, man. I don't know, man. As a father, man, you're just gonna find yourself in a position where you're gonna have to metamorphosize.
Metamorphosize.
That's what I want to say, but I think really I want to just say morph.
Morphin' time.
Just morph into what you got there and trust that, the information that y'all are giving her and giving your kids as far as what they should stand for and be about is go trickle to the top. Yeah. Sometimes you do have to take that hard approach, though, and let them bump their head and be like, okay, this is what it is.
Though. The reason why I say it's hard because she is, at the end of the day, though, she is a girl, right?
Right.
And then I don't, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want her to go out and think it's okay for a man to be, you know what I'm saying, putting his hands on her and all the other shit. Like, I don't want to lead her down that path. Like, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I want you to have a healthy fear of me at home, right?
Right.
And I shouldn't even have to be, I want my wife to do it. I'd rather my wife, you know what I'm saying, discipline that way to me. When it comes to my son, it's going to be so easy when it comes to my son. He got such a healthy fear that, nigga, he not going to do a lot of shit because he knows.
You just punch that nigga in the chest one day. Just,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I can't treat her the same. When it comes to parenting, I cannot treat her the same way. And everybody's like, yeah, everybody's the same. And yeah, we ain't got enough. Okay. No. Then
not with little girls.
It's a whole different thing. If I'm outside with my son, he's 13, and this nigga is 5'7", whatever it is, with a thickness, whatever, and I punch this nigga in the chest because he was like, oh, I want to break in that car. Whatever the fuck he might want to do, that I'm like, nigga, you're not doing that, bro.
Right.
He won't do it anyway. And I punch him. It's not going to be the same as if I'm out in public and it's my daughter who the same damn age, same height, nigga. My daughter right now looks like a grown woman, bro. Right? And she be running around telling people that, nigga, she 13. She tell people she's 17 sometimes in order to make new friends and shit, in order to be cool with the people that she think is cool.
Imagine you punch your daughter in the chest.
I punch her in the chest for doing that shit. Nigga, it's two different worlds.
Well, you going to jail.
We all want to, everybody want to be on that train of, equality and gender neutral and all that. No, nigga, because you're not gonna respond the same way.
Women are more sensitive.
You want to scream that shit, respond the same way, no matter what happens to anybody. Then
one thing that you have to do, man, and you'll see it.
Otherwise, shut the fuck up.
Because I tell you this, you got to go case by case scenario, and the reason I say that is because we live in this world where they try to have cookie cutter policies. You can't do what you do for one for the other sometimes, and a lot of times at our kids. And we try not to show favoritism and be different because it's a whole lot to, navigate in the household where it feels that way. But the reality of it is every child is different. And so what you need to do for this child to get their attention may not be what you need to do for that child. So, like, if I even raise my voice with my youngest, you know what I'm saying, she just coils up like she's done for. You know what I'm saying? So I know with her, I don't have to go that far. So at this point, I'm able to do that. I will say this, though. I have noticed in everybody's scenario, whenever you take the foot off the pedal to a certain degree and not be consistent in your response, that's when we start getting into troubles. And the reality of it is that, we all soft parents to a degree. Yeah, we bark, but we love our kids, especially we love our girls, too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and we want to give them that soft and tender side. But it's that fear as a father of, her being taken advantage of or her being put in a situation, you'd be like, how did I not prepare her for that? You know what I'm saying? And that's what our fear be, you know what I'm saying? But
my thing is, I want my daughter to be in certain situations, somebody offers, or all my kids to be in certain situations, right, where somebody is leading them down the wrong path and they have a healthy fear and they look at them and say, I'm not doing that. My dad would kill me.
They got videos like that on the internet, bro.
Leave and go do something different.
Yeah,
right.
They go home. They gonna kick it with another set of friends. They go kick it with another. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They remove themselves.
I
from that
want
situation,
them to remove themselves. And a lot of times it's, man, and then come home and we can talk about it. But I want you to have that healthy fear of like, my dad told me not to do this, and he stood on it, and he, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody offer you cocaine. Somebody offer you heroin, fentanyl, nigga, that shit is out here, bro. These kids got it, nigga.
One shot and you could be
I coach football, bro. I've been coaching football for a long time. Yeah. It's a lot of kids that I used to coach, and they was in the 5th and 6th grade, and they in high school now, bro. And nigga, they got everything. What the fuck you mean? They not even in school no more. They left high school. They got everything on them, nigga. You see them, they got everything. They doing cocaine in locker rooms, nigga. They kicking it. I got friends who do security for the schools, and they be finding these kids with all kind of shit,
vapes and shit like that. Middle school,
they find kids with mushrooms. They find these kids with fentanyl. They find these kids with drugs, nigga. I don't fuck a vape. A vape is a vape. It's nicotine, whatever it is. If you find a kid with a vape, like I tell you, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, throw it on the ground, crush it up, whatever it is, and send them on their way. You might even let them motherfuckers keep it because they're going to do whatever they do. They are finding kids with actual drugs in school, nigga.
So one of the things I keep telling my youngest, man, and I try to feed it into
a healthy fear is necessary.
Be a leader, not a follower. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the hardest thing to be sometimes, because that's the disappointing thing to me is when, you know, you get those reports sometimes, like this ain't nothing to that effect, but she got a little report, her and some of her little girlfriends got into it. And the one girl that she been friends with the whole time fell out with one of the new little girls who kind of agitates and try to bully everybody. And my daughter went to hang with that crew and left her homie hanging. And I'm like, oh, no. That's not how we move. You know what I'm saying? We loyal to the soil people. You know, this been your homie the whole time for the last 2 years. And then this new little chick come in, and then now y'all don't want to talk to her because this new little chick is threatened by her. You know,
that's
like
little kitty shit. Mean girl shit.
You switching up on her, being an asshole for no reason.
For no reason, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had to correct that. But my whole point when that was like, always be a leader, not a follower. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And you find yourself on the best side of most things. So I always try to preach that, G, you know what I'm saying, to yours. You know what I'm saying? I know you got your good philosophy on things, and I know you I done did all that already, but...
Oh, no, I'm an asshole.
But you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because like the thing about it is, when I was my daughter's age, my dad wasn't in my house. When I was my 13-year-old son age, my dad was just getting in the house. So it's like, we didn't necessarily have dads like that just around that actually were like really focused on being dads and then also doing other stuff too. We all got a bunch of stuff on our plates. We all travel. We all go here and there. And then it's like, what? But once you sit down with them and show them that, like, they worth something to somebody, then that's the initial, like, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe everything is not like bleak and hopeless. Because that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I always wanted to find out. Like me, I was never necessarily given the chance to do anything I really wanted to, because I didn't know in the first place. I didn't have somebody pouring into me, telling me, you could do whatever you want to do. I was a little ass nigga that moved here. I moved around a lot. So I had friends here and there, but I never really caught into like a group of people. So I was never really caught into like drugs or shit like that. Never.
Right.
Even when I was like 18, 19. First time I smoked weed, 19 years old.
Okay.
Hated it.
Yeah, when I was young, I didn't like weed either. I didn't like weed until I was like in my 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. I didn't like weed till I had 7 kids.
But at the same time though, you got, like, I don't know. I just think about a lot of shit that my kids are gonna have access to. I just didn't have access to either. Like, I had access to weed and drug, that kind of shit when I was young, right? If that makes sense. But I experimented enough to know that I didn't really like it, so I didn't do it.
Probably why he was good at it, because he wasn't really trying to be about it.
I know, but what if they like it?
Yep.
It's always gonna be that thing, you know what I'm saying, that you never know what they taste might be, you know what I'm saying, and we can't protect them from that. What we could do is show them, you know, both sides of the coin and hope that they make the right decision once they cross that path.
Yep.
That's
show
why
them somebody
I want them
down
to
and
have
out.
a healthy fear. I can't do that. My dad would kill me.
Yeah.
They gotta. No, I think kids nowadays, they gotta see it, bro. Like, they gotta really see these people on the corner doing like own fitness. What's that guy? What's that guy doing over there? Why is he homeless? Because he decided to go down X, Y, and Z road. This could be you too.
Yeah.
And I believe 100%. That could be me. Like, so I try to look at it like, I don't try to take that away from nobody. Like, just because I'm a nigga that like want to be a time traveler, don't mean.
Oh, you might try this too, though. You might I don't know if you even tried this or not, but switch it up. I mean, how much do y'all, you know, celebrate her in a way for her victories, her wins? Because, you know, maybe in a big family, maybe she's trying to find a way to get attention or something, or, you know, stand out in a way that's different from everybody else, so that, you know, kids be having some weird stuff in their head sometimes
about how the parents feel too.
How they feel.
You know, so
their place, because like a big family is as a pecking order, and there's like, I this is what I'm also learning, right? So if I get my oldest daughter on, she's like the ringleader of all of them. If I get her on page, she's like, okay, then all the rest of them fall in line and do certain things because they see, okay, it's like a little, just like a totem pole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the top of it, and then it's just like it trickles down, and then like I see my kids, like they're actually want to be involved in certain things and want to be like attentive to certain things, and they come to me and be like, I remember when we went here, here, and here. I'm like, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you remember that your dad is X, Y, and Z, and it's not necessarily just what your mom perceives me as.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole nother thing too, though. When it comes to other influences,
they'll always
other
do that
parental influences,
your kids are always gonna have.
They gonna remember whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No matter what's being said or done, long as you doing you and you consistent as far as how you interact and deal with them, they're always gonna have their own opinion of.
Like being divorced, that has to be a thing too, though, because they also have a mom that talks to them in life and all that other shit. So that has to be a factor. Yeah, in life. Yeah. And I know a lot of times, nigga, she might not be happy with your ass, nigga, because you an asshole.
I am.
So, yeah, facts.
I just am. Like, and that's, I think at 36, I'm just coming to realize that sometimes I need to be an asshole for my sanity and for me to survive in this world that's not meant for people to just be nice all the time. Because I'm a nice, cordial dude most of the time, and I've been like stepped on and looked over because of that. Now it's just like, nah, I fucking know who I am as a human being now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Niceness is cool, being nice, but being a good person is good. But I don't gotta
better.
Yeah, I don't gotta just be a good person. Don't mean you're not an asshole at times.
Right.
Because good is also a spectrum. Like not my good is everybody else's good.
Now I've had that same disagreement with my baby's mom. Sometimes, like, I don't think that every information or everything that you tell somebody has to be delivered nicely. You know what I'm saying? The truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that would be, I'm always accused of that because I just speak the facts, especially when I'm right, and especially when I'm dealing with my children. So just because I say it harshly or whatever doesn't mean that, I'm being mean or I'm, being an asshole. I'm just stating the facts, quite frankly.
Yeah, I'm just putting it out there.
Right.
I'm just keeping it a buck.
Right.
Oh God.
So
you got to. I think that's the thing. You got to be real with your kids because they understand unauthentic people.
They definitely do.
And they see it. They like when you being unauthentic, when you just brushing them off, and when you just like they understand it. And a lot of it is just like being a dad is just being there and being attentive and understanding. I don't know what it's gonna be like for my daughters when they hit that age of puberty. I never went through it. I know what it was like for my son because I went through it. I'm like, hey, don't be in the bathroom so long, kid. We know what you're doing in there.
Oh, God.
You smell weird. Go take a shower.
Facts.
Like, but with my daughters, you can't be the same way. Like, ew, you smell like period. Get out of here. Get away from me. Because that's what I want. You can't do it like they did in the Bible when it comes to period. They should put them out back, bro. Like, you got to be away from the tent. You unclean. You can't do that with your kids.
You know what? Go in the backyard. Dude, over here with that period and shit I don't understand, bitch. You're weird. Like, no,
you're attracting animals.
And flies.
Yeah. Sharks is going to come in here and kill everybody with you and your period.
The shark gonna be, I smell something. It smells something interesting.
One last topic before we get out of here. It ain't even a topic. I just want to throw a side note out here because I want to know what y'all feel about it. So I had a chance to relaunch Cookie Monsters and stuff, man. We've been trying to get that off the ground and kind of see what that's about. So, man, I got this young
What is Cookie Monsters?
Cookie Monsters is a podcast I had started a couple years back, man, dealing with intimacy, relationships, all things around Black culture and relationships. I had always wanted to have a female voice in the room so we can bounce ideas off, sort of like a first take or Jamel and situation around relationships, sex, and all that stuff.
Right.
But at any rate, that ain't that kind of led into another situation where, not with the co-host or anything, but I had this young tender been trying to pop at me. And so I ain't really know how to feel about it because, you know, she fine and everything, but at the same time, she younger than my oldest. And so I've seen cats
like a 20-something trying to holler at you right now.
Trying to get at me.
And your oldest is 29, so she, okay.
Yeah, so this way.
My thing of it is I've seen cats, but I don't know how to feel about it. It's flattering, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, to be your daddy. What is it that you see? I mean, but she really is just like,
I had the same thing happen.
Him.
Happens, bro. A 19-year-old cracked at me. 19. I didn't know what to do with it. I don't know what to say. I'm like, interesting.
I just let that one go.
I didn't smash.
Yeah, she too young to even
smash.
Think for herself. This the thing when it comes to that kind of that situation though, because it depends on how old she is. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But
I mean, we ain't talking. She in her late 20s, but it's still the fact.
She might be 27, 28.
She got a 9-year-old.
She got a 9-year-old kid. She already been through life or whatever it is. I think that's just two people like vibing. She might be younger than, you know what I'm saying, you're old, but at the same time, you had kids young too. So you had this kid before when you was a kid, if that makes sense. It's one of the ones, right? Because think about it this way. If you was 29 and your mama brought home a dude who was 28 or 29, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's different, but it's different though, because nigga, any relationship that a woman gets in with him, like, are you gonna be able to lead, nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can't deal with me, then you know what I'm saying? So if your daughter has that relationship with her, like coming up, like, okay, are you actually a woman about whatever you are, or are you just after my dad because, you know what I'm saying? And how you gonna do it? You just dicking her down? Or is it just a fun time? Or is it somebody
I ain't crossed no lines or nothing yet. I'm in that phase of...
What she hit you with? What game did she hit you with?
I mean, we was in the same vicinity. We into some music and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was just casual interaction, me being me. You know what I'm saying? And you was like, you know, you handsome, you know, this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, I already know these shots. I've been here before. You know what I'm saying? I shoot my little shots back to feelers to see what's really cracking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And she grabbed my dick. So it was like, okay, well, I already see what you about. What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm flattered. You know what I'm saying? But then I had to think about stuff because I'm that dude where it's like, I've always had a general rule. You know what I'm saying? You can't be younger than my oldest. You know what I'm saying? And generally in my head, 5 to 10 years, you know what I'm saying, above that, if I'm going to try to pursue something. Now, yeah, we can have our fun, this, that, and the third, but I know damn well if my 29-year-old bring a 55-year-old home, me and this nigga used to ball together or something, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to have a problem, you know what I'm saying, as grown as she is, you know what I'm saying, and not to the extent that, you know, I try to blow up the spot, but I would let it be known, I ain't really feeling this, you know what I'm saying, yeah, you go do what you go do because you grown, but I ain't really feeling that. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, you know, you might want kids. You might want other stuff going on. I don't know. You know. Yeah.
She said she wants some grandpapa.
Look, she said, I already know me.
You gonna put a baby in her.
I'm OMGD. Oh, yep. OMGD. You know what I'm saying? So I get some wet and I could just, you know, I don't need that young fertile nowhere near me. You know what I'm saying?
OMGD, that's that nigga's nickname, bro. Old man, good dick, bro. Okay, okay.
Can I ask? I want to ask y'all one question. Just one more question, quick one question. So, if y'all could travel in time, would you travel to the future or the past? If you had the choice.
If I had a choice, I would travel to the past.
Yep.
Only reason why I say that because I would travel to the past, and I would with this knowledge that I have now. In the past, nigga, I can do a lot more shit with it.
Yeah, I'm
if
slave
I travel
master,
to
bro.
the future, I'm literally just skipping past a whole point of life.
And you trying to play catch up.
And, yeah, I'm playing catch up. Yeah, I don't want to skip to the future is easy. I can skip to the future right now.
You said go to sleep.
No, I like that thought process.
I'm going to the past, bro. I'm becoming the biggest slave master in the South. They didn't call me Master Ikes.
This is when
I'm about to have all the white people.
This is when you gonna go back to the past.
Going to the past. I'm picking cotton. They call me Big Nigga Ikes. That's what they gonna call me. All the white people call me that. Big Daddy. Nigga.
I'm gonna go back to the first Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna tell all the natives, "Hey, look,
don't go.
As soon as all these white people get over here, let's kill them. That way we can keep this good, bro. You don't know what's gonna happen in the future. It's about to be fucked up. Let's just do it now."
And turkey ain't that good anyway.
No, God, turkey is not that good.
What about you, E? Preach your pass.
No, I'm going past too, man. I'm trying to be the great Gatsby and change the world, like you said. Knowledge I have now, take it back there and set up shop. Come back 20 years, 30 years from now, we got land, we got property, we got our home Black Wall Street, and we taking over.
Well, no, you did it.
I'm going to go to the past and tell my younger self, don't do it, nigga.
Don't do it. Whatever it is,
a lot of whatever it is. I'm like, look at me. Look. That right there, don't do it. It's a better way. Oh, God. There's going to be a whole bunch of don't do it.
I'm telling myself to pull out. Pull out every time.
I done took a lot of lessons over this life that I wish I didn't have to take. You know what I mean?
No facts.
Yeah.
That's been us.
But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? This is 4 Black Dads. This is how we get down. It's 4 Black Dads. We 4 Black Dads. It's 4 Black Dads. Not just 4 Black Dads. It's all of it. Yep. We for everybody. And thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of 4 Black Dads. I'm one of your co-hosts, G Wade. To my left,
I am the deacon, the sneaking, the pastor, Alaska, Eric Island. To my right,
Mike, don't forget to look up the theory of relativity and matter in physics, because it's possible to travel in time, as G has just shown you.
No, God, it's easy to travel in time. I'm about to travel in time right now. We about to travel in time.
Yeah.
Next time y'all see us, it's gonna be in the future.
Yep, and this video gonna travel in time too.
You traveling in time right now?
Through a wormhole.
But we only going to the future, bro. I wanna. Hey, somebody figure out how to travel to the past. That's the people I wanna know. You fucking shit up.
Spaghettiism.
Spaghettification.
I learned a new word. Spaghettification.
Thank y'all for listening. We love y'all.
Bye. Hey, spaghettification is a cold one.